giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.
Hi
Hey
guys!
guys, welcome to our channel, couple of digital nomads, and today
Actually we are digital nomads. My name is Alex and she is Helen.
Yeah, I'm Helen.
And today we want to show you some great place in Latin America, and I think that it's one of the best places where you can stay and live in Latin America.
especially as a digital nomad, and this is Florianopolis, but I would say that it's one of the best place if you like the kind of island life, because it's not a big city vibe, it's more like island vibe.
Because we really love island life, and we lived in Bali like 2 years, and actually now we're back to Bali. But
this is not a video about Bali, stop talking about Bali, this is a video about Florianopolis.
Yeah.
And
Florianopolis, this island in Brazil.
It's Santa Catarina state, it's Brazil, and it's actually very safe place for Brazil, so we were really surprised about how safe you feel there.
Yeah, it's safe if compared with other parts of Brazil, I think so.
But you feel safer than even in Buenos Aires, because it's no jars on window, so you kind of really surprised after Buenos Aires.
Actually, Buenos Aires, it's a great city.
And Buenos Aires and Argentina, it's very safe, and it's safer if you compare that with other places in Latin America.
Buenos Aires is like great option if you live in some huge cities, but if you like some island life, a lot of great nature, where is ocean, where you can surfing, and it's more chill vibe. Yeah, if you like something like that, I think that Florianopolis is really great place. We were surprised there because
you have a bicycle road, you have amazing beaches, because even our friends who lived in Hawaii, they say that in our stories when we post something from Florianopolis, they said it's kind of look like beaches in Hawaii.
It's really clean.
It's really clean. Yeah.
We live near with Rio Tavares beach, I think so. Yeah, it's Campeche area.
Yeah, it's a really nice place to stay. We are at the street of our house. We passed just literally a few houses, and this is the road leading to the beach, and we are going to the beach now. And the thing I wanted to say about safety in Brazil, you can see that we are on the road, and this house has windows with no jars, and it's actually open.
Yeah.
So it's a car here, so it's kind of hard to get to the window, but still.
It's not about safe in Brazil. It's safe about some areas in Florianopolis.
Yeah. This is about not about safety in Brazil in general. This is, I think, more about exactly our neighborhood, and it's a big difference comparing with Buenos Aires, because in Buenos Aires it's almost all windows has, at least on the first few floors, has jars for safety, and here almost all buildings are 1-2 floor, and almost all of them have no permanent jar. They have maybe some wooden closed, this thing. They have this a lot, but not in jars.
And about owner of our apartments.
She leaves the car outside in front of the house, considering the fact that she actually have a place on her yard to put a car, but she preferred to leave it outside. I don't know why. Look how beautiful is this. So many flowers and little birds and palm trees, and this is so nice.
Yeah, people not worry here so much in big cities, for example in Buenos Aires, and I think
you can see it's an open door in the house.
It was a bad idea.
I think people exactly in this neighborhood, I couldn't say for the other neighborhoods, but in this neighborhood I think people feel pretty safe, and owner of our apartments, Patricia, told us that this neighborhood it's very safe, and a few years ago you could even leave the house and left the door not locked. Now you couldn't do that already, but a few years ago it was that safe that you could leave the house and left the door open, and everything would be fine. So Alex lost his skill to speak in English.
Yeah, I am.
And he wanted to say that to get to the beach we are going through I lost this word as well. We're going through the jungles, and it's super cute. Here's the jungles, you can see them, and you came out of them right to the beach. I don't know how you call these people. They save people from the ocean if someone starts to drown. And here is the beach.
Yeah, you
And
can buy
it's-
coconut there. It
yeah, you
costs
can-
around $2.50
Yeah, you can buy coconut
for
there.
one. And corn also.
And a corn and a beer and some cocktails. And here it's a little bit crowded because it's right in front of the entrance, but there it's less people and it's a nice ocean and bomberos. How do you call them in English? I don't remember. Patricia, like the owner of our apartments, says that now it's very crowded and this is the crowdest season she ever saw in this neighborhood of Florianopolis. So usually it's less people, but in this year, in this time, for I don't know for what reason, but it's more people than usual.
We have been in other places like Barra del Lago.
That's not nice because in Barra del Lago it's like too many tourists who came like for a week and they like chill with their sun umbrellas and a chair and a like
Plastic
mini
chairs,
free like
yeah.
plastic chair, mini fridge of a beer, and there's like too many people like that because you have literally no place to sit. It looks like amazing. It was very beautiful neighborhood, but it's not the best place to stay because it's too crowded. And in my opinion, in the neighborhood where we stayed, the beach is way better because it's a lot of space. It's not so crowded because beach is bigger and there is like not so much people. It's mostly, I think it's mostly people who lives there because I don't think it's so much hotels there.
Maybe. So about prices there, I think that prices. I talked with owner of our house, what we rented. I will show you now.
Hi guys, I want to show you, actually Alex asked me to make a room tour for you of our room and as well a house that we rent. We rented a room in the house and we live with owner, sometimes with other guests, so mainly we spend time with owner, and actually we really like that we rent a shared house because it's nice to spend time with people. We have a place for work and a big closet, and that's pretty much it. I can show you how this thing works. It's like that. So yeah, we have this thing, but I don't want to have it closed, so I'll open it back. And here we have some shared territory. I really like this area and I sit here a lot, even though it's nothing here to sit on. I just sit on the floor and do some stuff, like sit in my iPhone, and there you go downstairs. Oh, there's the guys we live with. This is the owners. A huge sofa and a huge TV, and Patricia gave me a Netflix, so I watched some Brazilian show. And we have a small garden and 2 dogs. Yep, sweetie pies. That's really nice. We actually really like that we rented a house with like a shared house, not some studio, because it's very nice that you can spend some time with people. And Patricia told us a lot of interesting stuff about the neighborhood, about Florianopolis, and she could recommend some place where we can go. So it's actually really nice to live with other people for like not too long time.
Patricia said that you can find something from $500 if you rent it like for a long time, like contract for years. It's not so expensive, it's cheap, I think so, but it's hard to find some apartments if you do that before a high season.
Yeah, so if you want to find a long-term apartments, the better timing to do that, it's after the season. So after the summer, you could find like good long-term apartments for a reasonable price and have like year contract or maybe half-year contract or something. And yeah, but before season, like before summer, that's gonna be too hard to find something like that, because like everybody wanna rent that for daily basis, because it's like it's like the most profitable season of the year, and nobody gonna give it to you long term.
We have been in Florianopolis in high season. We rented a room from Patricia, and we paid around $300 per 11 days. But it's like just one room in the house.
We found our place on Airbnb. You didn't say that. That's important. Like we found it just in Airbnb, and it was Airbnb price.
Yeah. So, and about food, about prices in cafe, and I think that it's not so cheap because we lived like before half year in Buenos Aires, and
after Buenos Aires, everything is so expensive. You're like, wow, that's way more expensive than Buenos Aires.
Yeah, because Buenos Aires it's a really cheap place if you get money in US dollars. If compare prices in Buenos Aires and in Florianopolis, it's like 2 times more or maybe 3 times more. Like minimum price in some cafes, it's from $6, I don't know, per dish, something like that.
It's the lowest price, so it's really hard to find something cheaper.
But you can find some great places in Florianopolis in the description, and we will show you now some great places.
But it's mashed potato with shrimps. It's Peruvian cuisine food. That's Alex, and this is Mama. There is a beautiful view, and there is a beautiful view. Do you like it? I wanted that too. Obrigada.
Obrigada.
Wow, that looks tasty. Gimme.
Okay. So you wanna be first? Coffee. I didn't know that it's so hard in Brazil to find
a
some
good coffee.
great coffee. Yeah.
That was unexpected because actually it was like a really big surprise because Brazil. It's Brazil. It's one of the biggest coffee exporter in the world, and you cannot find like really good coffee for reasonable price in Brazil. Like in Buenos Aires, coffee cheaper. In Bali, coffee
easy to
cheaper.
Find, yeah, specialty
and it's
coffee
easier
places.
to find places with specialty coffee.
Yeah, it was hard to find some great coffee places in Brazil because it's high prices, or it's hard to find some places where you can find V60 coffee. And actually in Brazil, people call filter coffee, it's coffee from machine, but in other countries
like filter coffee is like V60 or it's like
Chemex
pullover. Yeah, Chemex, it's like some kind of pullovers or pullovers coffee.
Yeah,
but it's like not coffee from machine.
I'm most surprised in Brazil, it's hard to find some fruit market.
That was
Why?
unexpected.
Why?
Like, this is Brazil. You have a lot of fruits. Why you don't have fruit markets?
Everywhere is more fruits markets.
Yeah,
Turkey, Georgia,
any
Bali,
place in the world,
Argentina.
It was more fruit, but we like Brazil. Brazil is nice. Like,
yeah, Brazil is nice.
Florianopolis
It's a nice
that
place.
Was just so unexpected.
It was like it was like surprised why it's so hard to find great coffee and fruits. And we bought fruits in supermarket. It was great fruits, but it's
a supermarket?
Yeah.
Like, why you buy fruits in supermarket?
Yeah, it's just like something like
just
that.
really unexpected.
But if you talk about nature there, about ocean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And vibes there, it's amazing. So where are we going?
We are going hiking to Costa de la Goa.
Yeah, and we met some house here with a lot of...
It's some clinic.
It's some clinic.
So many like those. And we are going hiking to Costa de la Goa. I think it's some hiking through the jungles.
Wow. Wow, do you like it?
Wow, this is so beautiful. I think we're getting closer to the entrance, to the actually hiking. Look at that, the view, wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
and somebody live here.
yeah,
Shit.
but it's far away from the ocean. It's like you have
Yeah.
a lake, but lake is not the ocean.
But I think that if you have a bike, it's not so hard.
Yeah, but like if you stay here long term, it would be nice to stay in this neighborhood and just buy a bike so you could get anywhere easily. And there, yeah, it would be nice. So we came to the village, and you cannot drive to this village. You only can like hike through the hiking trail. How you say that in English? I forgot. Through the hiking, or you can came by boat. And here is a small place where the boats came. You can came by private boat or like a public boat. Yeah, and here's some small cafes. But it's super cozy and it's
Yeah, like
such a
here
great
also.
view. We are at Costa de la Goa. We did hiking. Patricia, it's owner of our apartment, she said that it's like super easy, not very long hiking. I think we walked about
It's easy,
two
but it's
hours.
too
It's
long.
easy, but I think we walked about 2 hours. And we still didn't finish this hiking. We just we'll go back because it's already actually late. It's more than it's almost 6:30, and you can go further and go to the waterfalls and some viewpoint. But I was afraid that it's going to be dark and we just wouldn't get back because you cannot order a taxi here. You have to go back by a public boat, and now we are currently waiting a public boat. And we're gonna go back to the downtown, and there we are hoping to check some restaurants, really nice Japanese
and
restaurants
we didn't know
with
how
sushi.
to get that it's like a public station. And
Yeah, but
now
they
I
actually
understand
have
it.
they have like a information that it's a public boat, and it's
Yeah.
so beautiful. I really recommend this place if you want to go to Florianopolis, do the hiking in Costa de la Goa. Fluffy. Imagine that like you just live here and
come here. And they
that's
have
so
some
windy.
cafes here, and actually you can come here by boat if you want.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.
So we came to some place, all you can eat.
Yeah, and today it's like all you can eat, so we paid
It's like $20 and you can eat a
per
lot.
person, and you take as much food as you want.
And actually they have great sushi and rolls.
Alright, it's 5:16 and we're literally almost running to see the sunrise on the ocean because we never saw the sunrise on the ocean.
So we came to the new beach. It's almost 10 minutes from place where we stay.
It's
And-
not 10 minutes, I think it's like half hour or even more.
Okay, almost half hour.
You're so bad with calculation time.
Yeah, and here it's like bigger city, and because of that I think that it's the reason why they have a lot of like trash cans here. It's good. So from the beach is neighborhood looks like some great neighborhood, some expensive neighborhood. How looks like road or way to the city, to this neighborhood.
From the city to the beach.
Yeah.
And you go through a small jungle, some sand, and you came to super fancy and nice houses. I really wonder how much you paid for the apartments here, because I think it could be a great investment.
Okay.
So we passed this place, these apartments on the first line, and came to some small town like that. That looks really nice to me. And you can see a small, not like a mountain, like a hill, and it's also very nice. And I saw from the beach that this is some big supermarket somewhere here.
Yeah, and I can see some cafe there. I want to have a breakfast. Let's go somewhere.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of
We recommended to you visit this place. We haven't been there in rainy season, in the winter. I think that it's cold for us.
But it's very cheap in like not in high season when it's not summer. If you look for a place to stay in, even in Airbnb, you will find some really good places for like $500.
Yeah, I think so, because we checked prices not in this season, and it was really
Yeah,
cheap.
like we checked prices when it was winter there.
You can surfing there, you can kite surfing there, you can snorkeling there. You
It's
can,
a lot of activities.
Yeah. They
have skydiving, I think.
Skydiving, yeah, and actually they have a skydiving school where you can get some license and you can be a skydiver.
Yeah, that's his dream.
Yeah. So, we recommended this place. It's near with São Paulo. If you go there by
Don't
flight.
recommend São Paulo.
We don't recommend São Paulo, I think so. Yeah, and it's near with Buenos Aires also. It's like 3 hours from there. Yeah, it's a great place. It's a great point where you can stay in Latin America, and I feel they're really good. I enjoy this place.
Good life hack: if you want to fly from Buenos Aires to Florianopolis and you want to save some price on flight tickets, we flew from Buenos Aires to Iguazu, not Foz do Iguazu, to Puerto Iguazu in Argentina. We crossed the border, stayed few days in Foz do Iguaçu in Brazil, and then we flew from Foz do Iguaçu to Florianopolis, and we saved like about $100 per person.
Yeah, something like
Because,
that.
like-
And actually, it's like great point also for staying.
Yeah, and
because
it's like you also see
it's
a Foz
one
do
of the
Iguaçu.
best waterfall in the world, and you can stay there. And it's like, I don't know how can I say it, but it's like versus. It's like battle Argentina
Yeah,
and
it's a
Brazil.
battle.
Which side
Yeah.
is better? And it's like
Never
it's funny.
say in Argentina that Brazilian side is better, and never say in Brazil that Argentinian side is better.
It's actually about football also.
Yeah, and about football. No, you don't have to. Like you're gonna be dead if you will do that.
Yeah. So
Don't do that.
follow to our channel. Thank you everyone who support us in the comments. And
now we're gonna have more videos from Bali and from Kuala Lumpur, and we'll have a lot of videos from different countries and different places.
yeah,
so
and if you don't know
welcome.
where is Bali, it's Indonesia, Southeast Asia, and I love this place, and we will do a lot of video from here, and I think that it's one of the best place for digital nomads in the
I
world.
like that all our videos from all places, like Buenos Aires, one of the best places for digital nomads. Florianopolis, one of the best places for digital
Yeah,
nomads.
because we are digital
Bali,
nomads.
one of the best places for digital nomads.
Yeah, no, Forbes magazine.
Yeah, Forbes magazine.
Yeah, and they say that it's like second place where is like more digital nomads in
Yeah,
the
and
world.
first one they compared Lisbon. Like Lisbon, it's first place, and Canggu, it's exactly the neighborhood in Bali. It's not all island. It's like second place.
where is a lot
Where,
of digital
like-
nomads.
like-
But I'm not sure they talk about how many digital nomads or like comfortable place for digital nomads. So we will do a lot of video from here, from Bali. Follow, please.
Follow
And check
that's
other
nice.
videos on the channel. And actually we have video from Iguazu Falls and from Buenos Aires. So
Yeah.
see you guys. Thank you.